Hi, in this video, I would like to present to you the Night of the Broken Glass, called Kristallnacht, because the same conditions that led to this eruption of extreme aggression appears to possibly repeat themselves if we don't pay attention to them, which means that never again might not be never. On November 9, 1938, the Nazi Party in Berlin, Germany, launched a nationwide violent riot called pogrom against the Jews. The rioters broke the windows of 7,000 Jewish-owned stores, burned to the ground 250 synagogues, ransacked and looted Jewish homes, burned Jewish books and religious items in town squares, marched and humiliated Jews in the streets and on makeshift public stages, and arrested 30,000 Jewish men just for being Jewish. Out of many pogroms throughout Jewish history, it was the largest and most bloodthirsty pogrom, eventually leading to the Holocaust. To add salt to injury, the Jews were ordered to pay for the damages of the horrendous destruction. This eruption of an anti-Semitic volcano appeared to come out of the blue in the most cultured, sophisticated, and enlightened country in the world of that time, where most Jews were assimilated into the general communities, where they reformed Judaism to match the country lifestyle, and where they were not banned from any profession. It was a country where Jews felt connected and comfortable, didn't have to hide being Jewish, and most of all, didn't live in fear. But it was also an eruption of hatred that has been encased covertly within regular mundane people who otherwise appear to be kind and amicable neighbors and co-workers and members of the general community with whom Jews interacted daily on a regular basis. When the Nazi Youth Brigade marched in the streets with a brick in one hand and a torch in the other hand, the friends and neighbors in the general community either joined them, applauded them, or looked the other way. The excuse for the horrendous pogrom was a Jewish teenager who shot a German high official after the Nazis transported to the border with Poland 17,000 Polish Jews who worked in Germany and left them there to fend themselves with nothing at the border to no avail. The point to be made is that in any other case, the perpetrator would have been brought to trial, where each side would have argued their case. But throughout Jewish history, when the perpetrator was Jewish or rumored to be Jewish, entire Jewish communities were destroyed, expelled, or massacred by rioters under the watchful eye of the police. On Kristallnacht, the Jewish community was rudely awakened during the night from its comfortable life with great disbelief. They attributed the destruction to the extremist Nazi Party and completely overlooked the escalation of anti-Semitism that brewed under them. They completely overlooked the fact that it was their friends and neighbors that put the Nazi Party in power to begin with, and it was their friends and neighbors and their children that marched down the streets with bricks and stones while the friendly community policemen and firefighters were watching from the sideline. It is painfully regretfully and reflectfully noticeable that the Jews did not pay attention to the covert anti-Semitism that was brewing under their feet, as we now, the Jews, are doing. And we are instructed to do so by many of our community leaders. Next to covert anti-Semitism, overt anti-Semitism in the form of official anti-Semitic decrees began 5 years before the Kristallnacht eruption to include more bans and exclusions of Jews from civil jobs, schools, and licensed professions. Yet, in spite of the writing on the wall, many German Jews were in disbelief when the anti-Semitic pressure reached a point of eruption. There were numerous times in Jewish history when Jews had pockets of peaceful coexistence, such as the one experienced in Germany for 2 centuries just before the rise of Nazism. Life was good, like never before, and it was easier to overlook the anti-Semitic pressure that was brewing covertly under their feet. It appears that we are now, once again, experiencing a pocket of peaceful coexistence, and life is good, while anti-Semitism might be covertly increasing under our feet. Based on point-to-point comparison between now and then, it might be logically correct to conclude that at least theoretically, once again, this pressure can reach a point of eruption when problematic political, economical, and sociological conditions become now the same as they were then. If you didn't know, now you know. Bye.